I've emptied my rucksack and I'm just scanning along here so you can see just how much gear I actually took, but I didn't really need. So I'll come in a bit closer so that you're only getting the contents. Now I mean, four head torches. Do I really need them? Don't think so. 2 Trangier stoves, 2 giant ferrous rods, obviously my stainless cup, 2 compasses, what else? We have some sticks, 3 little hand torches, another compass, my gloves of course, frying pan, and my little extra large standing mat that really you should use for hammocks. But there you go, forget the stuff right in the background, that's my work stuff. But if I go along there, it's just going to show it, see. But there you go, that's all my stuff. And now what I'm going to do is have a right big sort out, because times I've got that in my rucksack, that was coming up a bit heavy. So I'm just going to top my gas canisters up, and then I'm going to have a right sort out and just put in my overnight bag what I really need, because that lot, oh, I know I only walked about a mile, but it was heavy. So there you go, catch you later. Hi guys, Charlie Tango 1 coming at you here. Just a little thing I've noticed on these 2 little alcohol stoves, and I thought I rather fancied, I'm not sure if you can actually see this one, let's have a look, let's bring it over. They're, let's turn it round so you can see exactly what I'm on about. They're elixir, I think they call them. That's the make of them. Let's bring it up a bit just in case. Elixir. And you've got a meths ring in the centre there. And obviously before you close it up, this is the bottom for if you want to have a wood fire. Now you could, if you wanted, you could get the lid or even your damper, and you could put that in the base of it. I need to get you over here so you're in shot, isn't it? Something like that. You could put that in the base on there, like so. But times that comes in there, just doing it from the outside so you can see. Then you put your stove on. You might just get that 1 inch sweet spot. Oh, I want to put something there. But let's have a look and see. Where are we? Yeah. Bear with me. I've only just noticed this because I've only just opened this up. I can't peel the blue stuff off. Funny old stuff they do to protect the steel. It's stainless steel, by the way. Nice little thing, and it's got the pin to go in, which is handy. Now, assuming that was inside, and we've got the damper. Again, bearing in mind you can't use your simmer ring if you've got your pot on it. You get your pot on it like that. Do you know what? I'm going to measure that if I can. Where are we? Let's get the. Sorry, my bench is full. I've just come back from a couple of nights out, doing a bit of bushcraft. I've actually managed to get out. And that, do you know what? That is exactly 1 inch. That's not bad. So if you put that simmer ring on there, and then put it in there, you don't need the inner ring there. That's exactly 1 inch. Now the other little issue I wanted to mention to you, also, but if you use your sealing ring, you've got to take that rubber out before putting that in there. Obvious reasons, as we all know, it just burned the rubber. But that is another eighth of an inch, no, a quarter of an inch. If you use the cap with the sealing ring in it, take the sealing ring out and use it that way, that is 1.25 inches from the top. But using the simmer ring, as I said, it comes out at 1 inch, which is the sweet spot, as we all know. Now, the little problem I just wanted to mention, that out of curiosity I thought, well, that's handy because it's a flat back, I can take it with me like I can my firebox, which is what I've had for ages. I think I've used it once, but out of the two, to be honest, I do prefer the firebox, but that's my personal choice. Now, let's assume, always assuming, put that out of the way before I stab my arm on it. Do you know the mosquitoes where I've been, they couldn't have been fed for months. They ate me alive. Look, I've got one here, one up here, two on the ear roll, one on the side of the cheek here, one on the elbow, and I thought, someone's not feeding these. So he took it out on me. My nephew, oh, he's like a pincushion, he's got it everywhere. Right, going back to the subject. Now, let's turn it this way. If you have the ring, I'll turn it so you can see where you put your that's the ring that you put your meths burner in. You try and change here. Now, and also going in, alright? That's your lot. Now, as you can see, that's level with the top, isn't it? See? So, the changier, the true changier, will not go in there. So, there's the copy they do, and I'm not sure of it. That's what the bottom of the tin looks like. This is a copy. Okay? They're good. They're fine. You wouldn't know there's any different to that, but they are. There is a difference, but they burn well. So if you don't want to fork out the changier price, then go for these ones. You can see them on eBay. I don't know how much they are, £8 if that. But if you watch this now, that has gone straight in. Look, straight in, and you've got your sweet spot there. I should think. I'll measure it again. Be on the safe side, as you do. So you know it's point. It's just 7/8 of an inch. We're not going to argue about that because I think it will still burn nicely. So there you go, just a bit of food for thought. So I'll come back here. I've emptied my rucksack, which I needed a strong lad to carry. Oh, it was heavy. So I've taken it out. Some of the stuff I've taken off already, but I don't need a lot of this. But you don't know till you go out there. But I like to keep plenty of my little meth bottles here. You can get them at the pounds shop, those bottles, and they come in a little pack form. And you can get, I think there's 5, and you've got an atomizer one, and you've got another type one, and I think you've got 2 of these bottles in there, screw caps, so they're fine with me. And another thing you can use is if you go in these vape shops where you have these vapor smokes, whatever you want to call them, they have these bottles. They're not quite as big as that, but they're like that. I think the base is bigger, and they stand about this high. You can put your meths in there if you want, and they've got a nozzle on them, and you've got a cap on there, it screws on properly, and I've shaken them about and they don't leak. So that's just another food for thought. I'm trying to think, just bear with me, I'll go and get it, then you can see it, otherwise you can't get an idea. Right, this is the bottle. There it is there. Nice little bottle. Yeah, and they're good. You take off this, you've got this top here. You can squirt it in there. And if you're using it in a other meths bowl, it's more directional. And you take this cap off as well. Let's do this one up. I've done it a bit tight, as I say. And they've got a seal in the bottom, so they do seal. I use this one for my glycerin. Yes, that's right, glycerin. And what you put with that is potassium permanganate. If you're really stuck for getting the fire lit, you know what I mean. If you don't, you just get some potassium permanganate. You can get that in. You don't need a license for it, anything like that. And you just put a little pile of that on and put a few drops of that on it. Wait 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, and suddenly you've got a bright light up. But it's enough to get your fire started if you've got a little bit of dry tinder to start with. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and away you go. So there you go, that was just a little brief thing I wanted to do on that while I was out. I'm just going to these, I've just got one of these, I like to try and cover whatever I can. This is what they call Extreme or something, yeah, Extreme. Got a blue top, you can't mistake it. It's for when it's really cold weather. So one's propane and one's, what's the other one? Well, you know what I mean, the blue bottle and the red bottle. Well, the red bottle, they burn hotter, that's for cold weather camping. So the red bottle, whatever it's got in there, liquid, is what's in here. So it goes to a lower temperature before freezing. It does tell you on the can somewhere how low it goes. Oh, minus 27. There you go, minus 27. So centigrade is that? Let's see. Let's show you that you can read it yourself. And what I do is I've got that one out of the shed. I've got two bottles that we've used, same size as that I think. They're in the freezer. They're not empty, but I've had them in the freezer for half an hour now, right? And I shall be getting them out. And what I do is I go around B&Q or places like that. Go outdoors is dearer, don't bother. Get some of this stuff that they use. It's only about £1.50 or £2, something like that. Or you see it somewhere else other than go outdoors. I'm sorry, but they are too expensive. Some of the stuff you're forced to get because no one else sells it. But that's what I use. There's a warning here. It clearly states do not refill these, because some people don't realise you've still got a space in there right there. Oh, there's plenty of room in here, I'll get some more in there. You've got to allow for expansion. I've got a video out explaining that. So when they come out of the freezer, that's going to go upside down and screwed into there. Open the tap. This is room temperature, which is fine. But because the other one's cold, that will go into there very quick. So, and then what I do, I always play safe. When I get a new can, I weigh them on some kitchen scales. And this one goes 350 grams. The net is 230, but I just concentrate on the total. And the total is 350, that's with the can and the liquid. And I've done it in ounces, and it goes to 12.3 ounces. If you write that on the bottom of your tin every time, as soon as you get it, that's if you're going to go down the road of refilling, then you know how much to put in there, because that is put in there for that reason. So you can hear it moving about. It's probably about this full. So you've got all that for expansion. If you don't, if you've got one that's got a bit excessive fluid in it, you'll soon tell, because when you put the burner on and you start it up, it starts spitting fluid. That means it's too full. So, and I've only ever had one of them. All the ones I've bought, I've only ever had one. So there you go. Someone must have been on a tea break. Right, I'm not going to have one anymore. I've enjoyed it. Oh, I did get a bite on the ankle as well, but I don't know what they are. You've got to leave them alone. They're nasty buggers. They leave a real big, you know, I mean, my light is terrible. I don't suppose we'll get it, but God almighty, do they itch. So, be warned. Different mosquitoes coming over this country. Anyway, there you go. Just a bit of information I thought might be useful to you. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheerio.